install this sports tool at home, no one can choose to not do sports.
What are you guys doing? Stop playing the games. I read an article from WHO. They point out that there are 25% of adults in the world lack of exercise. It will increase the risk of having illness.
Oh really? So what should we do? To be honest, I prefer playing computer games than doing exercise. I know the importance of doing exercise. However, doing exercise is too boring. Playing computer games are much more fun. Unless you can make it be more fun, then maybe I will join you.
It seems very difficult. In general, there is a conflict between playing games and doing exercise. Time is limited. It's not easy to take a balance between them. If you spend time to play games, then you won't have time to do sport.
Okay, maybe we can talk about this. Let's have some crazy idea.
What do you mean?
Maybe we can try to combine games and sports.
It sounds good, but it's possible to make it?
It sounds like impossible, but we can try to use creative method to modify it and make it come true.
How to create a relationship between sport and games?
Usually, level reflects the power of the players. What if we can turn the amount of exercise into EXP of the game? Nowadays, watches can measure the amount of exercise. Maybe we can design our special watch which can transfer the exercise data directly to our game.
Oh, you are so smart. It may be work.
The idea of turning the amount of exercise into XP seems good. However, I'm afraid that player is not willing to pay extra money to buy special watch just for our games. By applying moment-to-moment method of PO is more convenient if we measure the amount of exercise with our phone, not just by the watch. Then more players are willing to try our games.
I think her idea is better, but people have different physical fitness. How to allocate the appropriate amount of exercise to them?
Oh, this is easy to do. When people are registering a new character, they have to fill some information about themselves. For example, weight, height, and how often do they do exercise. After that, the game will allocate reasonable tasks to them according to their information which they filled.
Maybe the game will look like this.
My opinion, it seems like a single player game. Can we have more interaction with other players? It's too boring to play this game alone.
I think you are right. In fact, it's important to interact with other players in the game. Having interaction between players can bring a sense of belong to players and keep their passion to this game. But how can we modify it?
Having a team mode is a good way to interact with other players. In team mode, players can form a group with random players or invite their friends to fight against a boss together, and they can communicate with other players. with their Bluetooth microphone.
So the game will look like this if we add a team mode to this game.
Can we make the game to be more competitive or challenging?
Yeah, we can have a PvP mode, since PvP mode can make friendly competition between players and they can learn from each other so that they can improve themselves and to promote their level.
About the goal of the game, this game is combining with sports and we would like to encourage people to do more exercise. Nowadays, many people prefer staying at home and playing games. Their lack of doing exercise and make themselves unhealthy. If people seldom to do exercise, they may easier get different kinds of disease. WHO looks that people need to do 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise or 75 minutes of high intensity exercise per week. Therefore, let's play games and do exercise together.